Hi TYT, this is Anna Kasparian reporting on location. Behind me is Cenk Uygur and our fellow protesters. We are asking CNN to recognize the fact that the majority of the public wants the public option. We're getting a really good turnout here. Cenk, say something to the camera.
Okay, we're going to start in a little bit, and I don't really know how to do this, so we're in front of CNN headquarters in LA. We're on Sunset. All right, who's ready with the first chant? What are we doing? Chant, right? I think in New York they were chanting public option now.
What was the one you told them to chant? About like public something?
We want the option.
Yeah, we want the option.
All right, let's do it.
Public option now! Public option now!
Public option now! Public option now! Public option now! Public option now! Public option now! Public option now! Public option now! Public option now! CNN! Speak the truth! 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 Read the polls! 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 Status quo has got to go! 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 We want to let the American people know, we want to have our news media let them know that the clear majority of Americans want the public option. It's not us, it's not a matter of us versus Michelle Bachmann or the teabaggers or anybody else. Read the signs, read the polls. 59%, 56%, 77%. CNN itself did a poll, 61% in favor of the public option. Now, if the numbers are clear, and these are scientific, empirical numbers, and the American people want the public option, why don't they cover it on air like that? Erica Hill, once on air, said, oh, the public option is unpopular. Based on what? Read your own polls. Read all of the polls. And we want CNN to cover it. They send all their cameras to teabag protests. We have one right here in Los Angeles, right in front of their building, and we still have not seen a camera yet. And when the politicians come on their shows, they've got to ask them, why, if they're voting against the public option, why are you voting against the clear will of the majority? Now, we've been a silent majority for a long time. This is the first step, just the first step, in making sure we're not silent anymore. So, if what they cover is the town hall guys going and protesting, and they ignore the clear majority of the American people, well then, we'll come and do the same thing. So this is the first day, but we're going to do this a lot more until they recognize that we represent the majority. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. And I want to thank all of you for coming out today. We're going to do a little bit more here, and it's great to see you out here. And this is how we get stuff done. This is how a democracy works. It's not easy sometimes, but you got to come out and show them what we stand for, and we got to be united. And I love to see all of you out here united, fighting for the same cause, fighting for the right cause. If they don't see the poll numbers, we got to come down here and show them. Look at the poll numbers. Because why do we say the polls? Because this is what a majority of Americans want. They want the public option, and if the politicians in D.C. don't give it to us, they are going against the will of the American people. This is supposed to be a democracy, and they need to represent us. We have the facts on our side. Now let's make sure that they hear it.
Status quo has got to go. 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 Status quo has got to go.
They haven't come out in Atlanta, where we had large crowds. They haven't come out in Los Angeles. And I begin to wonder if they don't know how to do journalism when we bring it to literally their front doorstep. Here it is. This is their doorstep. If they can't send a camera crew out here, when it's the simplest thing in the world, then I begin to realize why they're the lowest rated station. How much news sense does it take to bring a camera downstairs? We couldn't have made it easier for you. We're not even across the street. We're right here. You'd think they accidentally sent the camera crew down here.
Public option now.
Public option now! 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 Status quo has got to go! 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 Status quo has got to go!
CNN, cover it! CNN,
Cover it! CNN! 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 Cover it!
So each and every one of you represents millions of Americans that want it, and they want real health care insurance for themselves, for their family, for their workers, for their companies. So with the effort of all of you guys put in together, this is the first step, but we're going to have many steps like this, and we're going to represent real Americans, not the town hall guys, not the teabaggers, funded by their corporate America that wants to kill this health care reform. So thank you so much for showing up here. We really appreciate it.
Public option now! Public option